welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Vanessa, this is Vanessa CX Beauty, and today we're going to be doing a review and wear test on the brand new RCMA Makeup Liquid Foundation and the brand new RCMA Makeup Liquid Concealer. And the foundation retails for $36 and they release 36 shades and you get 1 fluid ounce per bottle. I did pick up the shade Neutral 410, however in hindsight I would pick up the shade Neutral 310 because that one is a neutral light medium and this one is neutral medium and it's a bit too dark for me if you do use me as a shade reference. Alongside the foundation, they released the concealer, which is also supposed to be super long wear, and it is crazy full coverage, and a little bit goes a long way. But this is $29, which is a pretty penny for a concealer, and I did get the shade N30, which is a great match for brightening for me, and it comes with 0.5 fluid ounces, so it kind of evens out with the price because it's almost double the amount of product you would get in an average concealer, which is literally usually 0.30 or 0.33. So you do get 0.5 and a little bit goes a massively long way with this. Something that I did want to mention about the foundation and concealer, if you are an oily skin person, is that it does contain olivate, which is a derivative from olive oil. So I don't know how well this will go with oily skin folks, but I am dry skin, so hopefully it goes well with me. But if y'all are interested in seeing this foundation and concealer review and wear test, just continue watching.
So I've already primed with my Purely's Priming Moisturizer, and now I'm going to go in with the foundation in the shade N410. And y'all, it's a little runny, but she's thick too. And we're going to see if she's a match. Oof. This moment had me regretting getting N410. I would go back and get N310 if you use me for shade reference. Next up, we're going to head in with the concealer. I got the shade N30, and this one was thick, not liquidy at all, and a little went a long way. I only did 1 pump on my hand, and I did not even use half of it. So use this very, very sparingly, but I do love this shade as a brightening shade for me. But this is how we are looking. I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face off of camera, and we shall be back for the wear test.
Alright y'all, we are back and time of completion is 4:06 p.m. and so that means I'm going to have this foundation on pretty late so I can give it a good shot. But we're gonna zoom in and see how it looks freshly applied. Right now the forehead looks amazing. The nose also looks really good. My cheeks look good. The only thing that kind of looks bad are my smile lines. It looks like it might be hella drying around here and around here. I was a little skeptical while putting on this foundation as well. Like y'all saw, a little bit goes a long way with this foundation. I didn't even use the 2 pumps that I put aside for this, and I didn't even use the 1 pump that I put aside for the concealer. So I would say maybe 1 pump of this if you want full coverage on your face and not have to throw away the rest of it. And then I would say even like 1/4 of a pump for this. Don't even like fully pump this out because you will be wasting concealer. And that's something that I don't like about this kind of container. I would rather a doe foot, but I do understand that this brand is for makeup artists, so this is a little bit more sanitary for people that are gonna like put it on palettes and then apply it with brushes on other people's faces. So I understand why it's in this component, but a little bit goes a very, very long way. I had to throw away so much foundation and so much concealer on the first try. I was skeptical putting it on just because it looked kind of cakey before applying everything else on. So like I put on my primer, I put on the foundation, and I put on the concealer, and it looked bad. It didn't start looking good and smooth until I started putting on my powders on top of it. I put the Haley's Retouch Soft Focus powder on my under eye, and then I put the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder on the rest of my face, and that's what made the foundation look really good. So if you're trying to wear this without setting it, don't do it to yourself. But we all know the true test is the test of time, so we're gonna do a little wear test and see how this performs throughout the day. It's around 100 degrees in New York City, so we're gonna put it to work. I will be back. All right, y'all, we are back. It is around 7:30 p.m. I've had this foundation on for 3 hours, but I did want to get my natural lighting shot in, and this is how we are looking. The face looks very natural, very beautiful. However, I will say that some parts of my face are breaking down at the 3-hour mark. So my smile lines look a little bit caked up and dry. Also, right on top of my lip, I don't know what is going on right there. I don't like it. It looks a little weird. And then between my brow, it's a very faint line, but my line is forming right here. And a lot of foundations that I've been trying, both high-end and drugstore, haven't been doing that at 10 hours. So the fact that this is happening at 3 hours is a little concerning for me, but I will try it for a longer period of time. Hopefully things wear beautifully throughout the day, but we're breaking apart a little bit, and it's only been 3 hours. But I'll come back in a few hours to check in once again. And we are back. It is currently 9:22 p.m. And so we've had this foundation on for around 5.5 hours. And so we're gonna zoom in to see how it's looking. The wear and tear at the midpoint. This is the face. I will say that my right smile line is literally destroyed. Also, my face has been sweating all day. I don't know if you see this. It's really humid in New York City right now. We're having a heat wave and it's so humid. But I've been sweating on my face. And it's starting to look a little weird right here. I don't know if you guys can see the white dots. The rest of the chin looks good. I'm still sweating, look. That's sweat coming out of me. But this foundation is not liking my sweat. This one on my left smile line doesn't look bad. Between my mouth and my nose just looks weird to me for some reason. I don't know what's happening right there. Under my eyes looks flawless. My cheeks look amazing. My forehead looks really good, except the line. And I know y'all can see it. This line right here. A foundation has not done that to me in a while. So I don't know how I feel about this line. It's minimal, but a lot of foundations don't do this to me. So that's how we're doing at 5.5 hours. This foundation is not sweat proof. My sweat is making my chin look a little weird. We look dry in some areas, but we still look good. We still look presentable. I would not be afraid going out like this. I just don't know whether or not it's $36 worth for me. The concealer looks great. The concealer looks fantastic. But I don't know if this foundation likes my skin or my skin likes this foundation the most. It doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look amazing. It's not performing like my NARS foundation. It's not performing like my Haley's Beauty foundation. It's not performing like my Hyde foundation. It's just performing okay. And that's okay. But this concealer looked good though. I'll be back at the end of the day because I'm going to keep rambling. I'll see you later. Hello, y'all. We are back for the final check-in. 10 hours later. It is currently 1:01 a.m. We wore it into the next day. And y'all, we got a close up because I gotta show you something. It's never happened to me before with any foundation. It was happening a little bit in my prior check-ins, but now it's like super excessive. My chin is destroyed. It's like wet. I don't think I've ever sweated from my chin, but this is how we are looking. There's white dots. There's active sweat. And it just does not look good. Holy guacamole. And then my smile lines, terrible. At least my right one is terrible. Again, between my nose and my mouth looks horrendous. Horrendous. I feel like I'm gonna break out after using this foundation. And that makes me really sad because I was really looking forward to this freaking foundation. The concealer wore beautifully. No complaints about the concealer. But look, it's even starting on my forehead. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna break out. I feel like my skin looks more textured than it did this morning. And it just overall is not a good look at the 10-hour mark. Look at my forehead. Right here. The line. I feel like this wasn't here, but I have to check back and see if that actually wasn't there. Because there's a bump here. There's a bump here. Everything looks way more textured. At least in my opinion, at the end of the day. I can't get over my chin. My chin has never looked like that, y'all. It's safe to say I don't think that my dry skin, this humidity, this heat, and this foundation get along. However, I think the concealer is wonderful and beautiful and lasted so well throughout the day. I will most likely mix this into other foundations or probably use this as a winter concealer because this just did not do well with anything today. And I have minimal skin issues. Like, I am not acne prone. I don't usually have texture issues. My worst issue is probably hyperpigmentation. And it has the coverage down to, you know, address the hyperpigmentation. However, it's just not a good look at the end of the day. And I have so many other foundations that look so beautiful on me 10 hours plus. And I've never sweat on my chin. I don't understand what's happening. But that's all I have to say. Take what you will from this review. I'm so sorry that I did not like this. I was really hoping that I would. But at least I liked this one. The concealer. This is beautiful. This is wonderful. And that's all I have to say for y'all today. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. And I hope to see you soon. And let me know if you pick this one up. Bye-bye.